In today's video, we are diving into what social media marketing is predicted to look like in 2025. I know, another year, another round of predictions, but stick with me whether you're a small business owner or managing a local group. This guide is packed with practical insights to keep your digital marketing strategy on point. Now, before we dive in, make sure you let me know what is the one social media trend you are most curious about for 2025. What have you heard about? What are your predictions? We're going to be diving into the key trends expected to shape social media next year, from the continued rise of video content to the growing role of augmented reality, AR, and whether it's likely to make as much of a difference as everyone keeps saying it will. And because I know your time is precious, I'm going to be sharing practical tips that you can actually use to get a jump on these trends and make them work for you before everybody else catches on. If you're new here, welcome! I'm Anna, marketer by day, circus performer by night. Yes, really. With over 20 years in the industry, I have seen more twists and turns in digital marketing than I have on the trapeze. I founded DigiSpark Media to help small businesses and clubs navigate these wild digital waters. So let's keep your strategy fresh and ready for 2025. So let's kick things off with the basics. You can skip this bit if you already know. What exactly is social media marketing and how is it predicted to evolve in 2025? So at its heart, social media marketing is about connecting with your audience, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or wherever else they hang out. But let's be real, it's not just about posting and praying. By 2025, social media marketing is set to get a major upgrade, with AI-driven content and AR experiences taking the spotlight. It's like your favorite platforms just got a serious tech makeover. But why should you care? Simple, more people are glued to their screens than ever, and with AR going mainstream, you're going to want to be ahead of the curve. So if that's on your to-do list, now is the time to start planning for these changes. And hopefully I will earn you hitting that subscribe button by the end of the video. Or you could always do it now if you want. So before we jump into the benefits, let's take a quick peek at what social media marketing is expected to look like in 2025. What are the predictions? What is it looking like? Spoiler, it's evolving quite quickly and there are some exciting changes on the horizon. So we've got AI-driven content on the rise. And by 2025, it is expected to be a game changer in how brands connect with their audience. According to Forbes, AI tools are already fine-tuning content to fit user preferences, and this trend is only going to accelerate. Gartner even predicts that by 2025, nearly 80% of social media content will be AI influenced. Meanwhile, AR is stepping up too. Platforms like Instagram and Snapchat are already rolling out AR filters and shopping experiences, and TechCrunch suggests that these are going to go mainstream. Think Virtual try-ons and virtual ads, making social media more like a hands-on playground than just the normal scroll. And let's not forget short-form video. Now, with 62% of marketers wanting to up their TikTok game, according to HubSpot, this might be worth your attention. So I remember back in 2018, the before times, when Instagram stories first took off. Now, early adopters saw their engagement skyrocket. One client of mine who jumped on it right away doubled their follower count within months. So imagine what you could achieve by being ahead of the curve with AR in 2025. So here is how staying ahead of the curve can benefit your brand. Number one, it humanizes your brand. Social media will continue to be the best way to humanize your brand. With advancements in live streaming and AR, you will have even more tools to create engaging and immersive experiences. Imagine walking your audience through a product demo in real time, or letting them virtually try on your latest products. These aren't just fantasies anymore or things from Back to the Future. Now, number two, driving traffic to your website. This will become even easier in 2025 thanks to more integrated shopping features on platforms like Instagram and Pinterest. Sprout Social predicts that social commerce will account for a significant portion of e-commerce sales by 2025, making the link between social posts and purchases smoother than ever. Number three, generating leads. Now, AR-driven Chatbots are expected to become even more sophisticated, making lead generation and nurturing more efficient. Hootsuite predicts that by 2025, these chatbots will handle over 90% of customer interactions, allowing businesses like yours to scale their lead generation efforts without additional manpower. And number 4, the building of relationships. So as niche communities grow, you will find it easier to build deeper connections with your audience by engaging in these more focused spaces. In 2025, these communities are expected to play a bigger role in social media, giving brands the chance to connect with audiences who are more engaged and interested in what they have to offer. So according to Webhorse Marketing, platforms that cater for specific interests will see increased user engagement, making it crucial for brands to participate in these particular spaces. All right, now that we have covered the benefits, here is a quick rundown of the platforms that are likely to be key players next year, including some emerging platforms that might actually surprise you. Where should you be focusing your efforts? So Facebook still claims the top ranks, especially for older demographics. So if your audience leans this way, it is still a solid choice for paid ads. Now, Instagram has got the visual game on lock, and with more e-commerce features in the pipeline, it is perfect for businesses that thrive on aesthetics. Now, you've got TikTok. Its short forms video is not going anywhere. If you are aiming for Gen Z or millennials, then this is your go-to still. So LinkedIn is going to remain the B2B powerhouse. If your focus is professional networking and thought leadership, then LinkedIn is still going to be your best bet. YouTube continues to dominate long-form video. For brands that do tutorials or vlogs or in-depth content, YouTube is still the place to be. Now, Threads is finding its feet as a more intimate, conversation-focused space, ideal for brands looking to build deeper connections and also avoid Twitter. Now, Mastodon is all about privacy and niche communities. So it didn't quite dethrone X, but if privacy is a key concern for your brand, then it might be worth a look still. So some new platforms for you to look out for and check whether or not they might have the audience that you want. We've got We Are 8 and Supernova. They're newer faces, but both platforms are focused on socially conscious content. So if your brand aligns with those values, then they could be worth exploring. So while the big platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok aren't going anywhere, keeping an eye on these emerging platforms could give your brand a unique edge in 2025. So the key is to choose the platforms that best align with your brand's values and where your audience is most active. So how do you actually prepare your strategy for the whirlwind that 2025 is shaping up to be? Let's break it down together, step by step. And yes, I will be right there with you, trying to make sense of it all. Now, a winning strategy in 2025 needs these key components because we all know success comes from awesome planning. Number 1, audience research. First up, you will need to use AI tools to dig deeper into your audience's preferences and behaviors. This will be even more crucial in 2025. Think of it as getting to know your customers even better, like finally remembering your neighbour's name after years of awkward nods. Steve, right? Next, keeping a consistent voice across all platforms is still going to be key, but be ready to adapt to each platform's unique culture and any shiny new features that they might roll out. Don't miss these. It is like being the same person at every party, but maybe swapping out your shoes depending on the crowd. I need some new shoes. Number 3, content strategy. Content is still king and probably queen, and maybe even the court jester as well. Focus on video content and start dipping your toes into AR experiences because these are going to be crucial for engaging your audience. There will be some way you can use it. If it sounds a bit daunting, just remember every trend was new and scary at some point. And now look where we are with memes. Still can't get over that they're called memes and not memes. Number 4, analytics. It might not sound glamorous, but it is where the magic happens. Advanced AI-powered analytics tools will be your best friend in 2025, helping you track performance in real time and make decisions based on actual data. Because guessing is fun, but informed guesses are what really move the needle. Final ongoing activity. Stay active and engage regularly, especially in those growing niche communities. These are expected to expand significantly, so think of it as nurturing a garden just with more hashtags and fewer weeds, hopefully. So a full guide to what social media marketing might look like in 2025, with you now equipped to lead the way. Now, if you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips on mastering digital marketing. What's coming next is something you definitely don't want to miss. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I look forward to hearing what you think 2025 is going to hold for us social media marketing. See you in the next video. Bye bye.